Dylan Sampson and Malachi Corley underway as the Ravens look for the season sweep of the Browns. Sampson on the return across the 30 and out to the 32-yard line. And throwing on first down, completing to Corley, who's bottled up immediately by Alohi Gilman and Shidobi Awuzie.
That's why, as you mentioned, Andrew, Jerry Jeudy is such a big part of what they need to have done today.
And they go to Jeudy here, who's got the catch, shoved out of bounds by Nate Wiggins for a gain of 7, and it will be 3rd down and 1 for Cleveland. 3rd down and 1. And they run it right up the middle, and Judkins does not get there. 4th and inches for Cleveland. It was Alohi Gilman coming across the line of scrimmage first.
You're giving up a major advantage to Baltimore.
They run it again, and it's going to be close, but it looks like Cleveland has just enough. But there is a flag down behind the line of scrimmage.
Illegal formation. Offense number 68 is uncovered at the end of the line. 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
That's inexcusable to have that type of a penalty for a play that you know you're going to call in short yardage.
So Corey Bojorquez comes out to punt, and back deep for Baltimore, LeJante Wester all the way back to his 2-yard line where he catches the punt and out across the 20. Interesting decision there from their own 21-yard line. Zay Flowers in motion, and on first down, Lamar will keep it. Stiff arm, and a great job by Carson Schlesinger, the rookie linebacker out of UCLA. Keaton Mitchell is in at running back on 2nd down. Jackson throwing and incomplete. Looking for DeAndre Hopkins. 3rd down and 11. Jackson steps up, flicks a pass, and he's got a completion and a 1st down. What a play by Lamar Jackson, and Rasheen Ali races for 16 yards. He played his high school ball at Shaker Heights. Jackson, and he's got Mitchell with plenty of room to run, and Mitchell with a little shove out of bounds right near the chains.
And when you cross it up and go the opposite direction, sometimes good yardage is there to be found.
Lamar, and he delivers a strike, and there is Mark Andrews setting the franchise record. He is now the all-time leader in receiving yards for the Baltimore Ravens.
And I think people liked him, but I'm not sure people knew these kind of numbers were out there for him in the NFL. What a terrific worker.
Derrick Henry on first down, and he takes it inside the 40. So now Mark Andrews.
An honor now. Was it an honor on game day?
No, I used to try to switch up the matchup.
Henry right up the middle, and he's got a 1st down.
We have a great connection. I can find him.
Henry rolling, Jackson rolling out, looking for Henry. He connects with Derrick Henry. Henry slips a tackle before Schlesinger jumps on top of him, but not before Derrick Henry goes for a dozen. Keaton Mitchell comes in for Derrick Henry, and he takes the pitch from Jackson following the block of Ricard, but Mitchell is bottled up. Good job by Tyson Campbell of the Browns defense. 10th play of the drive. Lamar stays in the pocket, throwing, and incomplete. Isaiah Likely nearly brought it in.
And what the reason for it is.
Jackson steps up. He's going to run at the 15. Lamar still going inside the 5. He's got the 1st down. 1st and goal for Baltimore.
And this is just a really good job by Jackson of recognizing it's not an all-out blitz. Everyone's at the line of scrimmage. Well, when they drop back and they all get out of there, turn their heads to get into zone coverage, he finds that lane.
Here's Derrick Henry trying to plow his way forward. And Jerome Baker is there for the Browns. Jim Schwartz and his defense looking for a goal line stand. It's 2nd and goal. Lamar to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Mark Andrews, and he was looking for a penalty marker. Instead, it's 3rd and goal. Lamar rolling right. Trying to come back the other way, and Myles Garrett is there. A sack on 3rd down. That's his 12th sack of the year. which matches the total for Baltimore's defense the entire. And Tyler Loop comes out for a 25-yard field goal, and it is good. So a good drive by Baltimore, but just like last week, they have to settle for a field goal. And Corley, the return man from his own 4-yard line. Malachi Corley across the 30 and tackled at the 33. A 29-yard return as we check in with AJ.
Program, guys.
That's great, AJ, as Judkins takes the handoff on first down, and he's got a first down. Roquan Smith brings him to the ground, a gain of 13.
And Judkins is the engine that gets this offense going.
And on the heels of AJ's story, it was Wyatt Teller, Cleveland's Salute to Service nominee, who had a big block for that run by Judkins, who's back to work here, reversing field, and he's able to turn the corner before Malachi Starks gets him down. Back to Judkins again, and he sneaks through. Judkins, what a move at the 40, and he's down at the 35. A gain of 12 for Quinshon Judkins. Great matchup out there. As you see Corley go in motion. Gabriel on the move. And he throws it wide of his intended target, Dylan Sampson.
I think these fans want to see the ball pushed downfield a little bit for some bigger plays.
Here is Sampson. And a couple of stiff arms. He breaks free. And shot down by Gilman, but not before Dylan Sampson has a season-long run of 18 yards.
Charles, I think with the fans, what they better ask for is them to continue to run the football. Because on this first drive, Judkins and now Sampson.
Back to Judkins. And inside the 15. So we've seen Judkins and Sampson, two of the rookies on this team, AJ, and it's a pretty tightly knit group. 2nd down and 7. Judkins. And Gilman is there. What a difference Gilman has made for this Baltimore defense. Gabriel over the middle. It's caught, but well short of a first down. That's the tight end Fannin, another rookie, but just a gain of 2. Andre Schmidt out for a 30-yard field goal attempt. And it is good as time expires here in the first quarter.
I like that. I like that.
With Charles Davis, Jason McCourty, AJ Ross, our entire crew. I'm Andrew Catalan. Here's Wester on the return for the Ravens. And Wester still going, and then down across the 35-yard line. A 33-yard return. Lamar to the air. Quick pass. He's got Andrews. And Mark Andrews puts on the brakes and picks up a first down. Getting by Ronnie Hickman, a gain of 12. He said especially when you play a team twice a year, you have to focus in on those blitzes. Extra work this week for Lamar as Mitchell takes the toss and picks up a yard on the play.
Grinding that much harder made him prepared for playing in this position now, guys.
How he did not play earlier at UCLA is absolutely beyond me with that coaching staff.
He's already made 5 tackles today, and he was in on that one as well.
Best part about him, the game has not been too big from him from the word go as a rookie.
3rd and 6. Lamar pump fakes, now comes back incomplete. Was looking for DeAndre Hopkins, and Baltimore will punt. We asked Kevin Stefanski about the win today. He said, yeah, we have a first-year quarterback, a first-year kicker, and a first-year punt returner. It's Gage Larvadan who's back deep. He watches it go over his head, and it goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Jordan Stout. Here on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Dylan Gabriel, the Offensive Player of the Year at Oregon last year, and a beautiful pass here. An 18-yard connection to Cedric Tillman.
Exactly what the fans and what their offense needed. A ball thrown downfield at a level not within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Whether he is now the guy for Tommy Rees, who's called plays for Nick Saban and Brian Kelly. He's not going to be phased calling plays in the NFL.
Judkins on first down runs into his own man.
He also gives them some interior pass rushing ability as well. something the Ravens have been looking for since the injury to Matabike.
2nd and 11, and Kyle Van Noy coming untouched for a sack. His 2nd of the season.
Kyle Van Noy does a really good job here of just having a direct path straight to the quarterback. He's coming in here. There's no one there to block him. He's able to get around Jack Conklin with the inside move.
Leviston with 4 penalties this year, 3 holds and a false start. On 3rd down and 18, quick pass is juggled by Corley, and he is taken to the ground by Draymond Jones. So the Cleveland native back in his hometown. Bojorquez is out with Wester, the deep man for Baltimore. Bojorquez, high, spiraling kick. Wester calls for a fair catch, and he lost it. And the Browns recover. Grant Delpit. We mentioned the Browns have a rookie punt returner. Wester, a rookie as well.
And Charles, we talked about in a commercial break, this end of the stadium, you can see the flags on the goalpost going crazy. And you saw right there with Wester, he was set up on the right. Ball kept drifting on him, brought him into the middle. And as a returner, whenever your hands are away from your body and you're not pulling it in, it makes it extremely difficult to corral the football.
The Browns last week gave up a kickoff return and punt return for a touchdown. Njoku hasn't been involved yet today.
Judkins up the middle, inside the 5, and pushes his way to the 3. Judkins again, and he is stuffed by Brent Urban. The 12-year vet comes in for a 3-yard loss.
And you guys mentioned the loss of Cam Robinson at left tackle. I think it comes into play right here. Watching this area, Leviston 72.
Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel eludes the rush, throws on the run, incomplete. Broken up by Keon Martin. And it's 4th down. The Browns will attempt a field goal.
I think for this Browns offense, when you get the ball deep down and you run, and then you try to go pass on 3rd down for a deep.
So a 24-yard field goal attempt for Schmidt, looking for his 2nd of the half, and it is good. So the punt leads to 3 points for the Browns. Schmidt will kick it away. Ali and Mitchell back deep. It'll be Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell is bottled up just shy of the 30-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Lamar, pressure coming, and he's sacked again by Myles Garrett. His 2nd of the half, and he has 13 on the year.
And I think he owes his coverage guys a little dap for this one. Because he got him on the 2nd, 3rd effort, right? 3rd reaction going to the quarterback, which means that downfield, Lamar Jackson's not comfortable finding an open target.
What don't you see? A loss of 9. Mitchell dropped it, picked off. Devin Bush on the return. Bush still going. Touchdown. A pick 6 for the Cleveland defense.
Example of that, a sack on the first one. Right there, throws a little high. Keaton Mitchell should have caught that. Bounces off of his hands, and you see right there, Bush does the rest once he catches the football. But this is a defense that all game long, no matter what the score is, what the outcome is, they are coming after you, and they're not apologizing, moving guys around, but always going forward.
Extra point is good for Devin Bush. That's his 1st interception in 6 years.
Running backs like the ball in a different spot when you're throwing those types of passes.
Wester not back deep again for the kickoff after the muff punt. It is Mitchell, and Mitchell chased out of bounds by Grant Delpit after a 32-yard return. Trying to keep pace with Pittsburgh, who beat the Bengals earlier today. And there goes Derrick Henry, stretching out for a 9-yard run. Ronnie Hickman on the tackle.
Game himself with his pounding of the football into the line.
There he goes again, Charles, and Henry already with more rushing yards in the 1st half. Lamar throwing on the run. Zay Flowers is open. Zay Flowers cuts it upfield at the 10 and caught from behind by Denzel Ward. First time Flowers has been targeted today, and he goes for 45 yards. Ravens going quickly now. First and goal. Henry hitting the backfield and taken down. That's Myles Garrett, who came into the day leading the NFL in tackles for a loss. That's another one on his ledger.
They talk all the time about his quick get off of the line of scrimmage. It's not just the pass plays. And if you don't block him on a run play.
His career high is 22. He set that last year. Second and goal on the ground. And the Ravens will have third and goal coming. They've already been held to a field goal in the red zone once today. And movement up front. Ravens indicating this is against Cleveland.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 96. Half the distance to the goal. Down.
Henry's in a position more like a blocker than a runner here.
Henry up the middle, pushing forward, touchdown! 7th rushing touchdown of the year for Derrick Henry, and a quick answer by the Ravens.
And the beauty is, if you're Derrick Henry, you're essentially blocking for yourself when you run.
And I think that's the threat. And Derrick Henry's numbers are a lot better with Lamar Jackson on the field, because as a defense,
Henry averages 5.4 yards per carry. This year without Lamar, 3.8. Big difference as Tyler Loop knocks in the extra point. Sampson and Corley, the deep men for the Browns, as Loop boots one. It'll be Sampson from his own 1 yard line. Sampson spun down at the 30. In for Cleveland with 4:12 to go. Judkins running to the left side, and he gets to the 34-yard line. Second down and 6. Judkins, and maybe a yard on the play. 0 for 4 on third down. Pressure coming. Gabriel stands in there trying to scramble. Hamilton chasing from behind, and then Gabriel out of bounds. Trenton Simpson escorting him out.
You know, Coach, he thought about it too.
Flag is down. Multiple flags. Big kick by Bojorquez, and Lester watches it bounce at the 2 and go into the end zone.
Offside. Defense number 35. 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
And he fires for Tillman at the 40. Cedric Tillman with a big play. Awuzie on the tackle after a 27-yard pickup.
I love that play. And Charles, you've been asking for it all afternoon. Throwing the ball down the field. They fake a screen to Corley on the left and then send 2 guys vertical. Pinpoint accuracy right there by Dylan Gabriel. Fakes the screen and then hits him right over the middle.
Gabriel high, and Judy takes a shot from Awuzie. Inbounds. Clock will continue to tick. Second down and 5. Gabriel keeps it, and Gabriel is stuffed. Ball came out late, but the whistle had blown, so the play was blown dead. Third down and 5. Gabriel fires incomplete. Looking for Fannin. That was a low throw. More boos come out along with the kicker, Andre Schmidt.
Biggest successful throw was down the seam to start the drive.
46-yard field goal attempt for Schmidt, and it is good. Into the wind, a big kick by the first-year man out of Syracuse. Having a little chat as Schmidt boots it off. And that is Ali on the return for Baltimore. And Ali is tackled by Miles Harden on special teams. So 53 seconds and 1 timeout for Lamar Jackson. Jackson gets it out quickly along the sideline, juggled by Flowers. Are they going to call it a catch? Some discussion, and now it's incomplete.
Good job by the officials there getting together on it.
Second down and 10. Lamar is 5 for 11 for 94 yards and the interception. Trying to elude the rush, in trouble, and Myles Garrett has got him again. Number 3 for Garrett today.
They move Myles Garrett around this defensive line, and right there he gets past the quarterback, but keeps on working. Typically,
so Baltimore has one timeout remaining, but staring at third down and 12. Jackson over the middle, likely has it, and likely is short of a first down. And Kevin Stefanski will call timeout.
Or get away from, Gage Lavardin. If you don't have it, make sure that you just get away from it. Let's not turn it over deep to Baltimore.
He fields it at the 6 on a hop. That
ball
ambitious.
found him.
Yeah.
The ball found him on that play. I'm running it or screening it here.
Jerome Ford is the running back. He takes the handoff, and Ford down at the 12. Ali and Mitchell back deep. Schmidt with a big kick into the end zone. Mitchell will take a knee. And a moment ago, AJ with Kevin Stefanski.
To limit the run game. Let's see if he goes back to some of that here in the second half.
Derrick Henry with 30 yards rushing in the first half. And on the first play of the second half, he starts with an 8-yard run. DeAndre Hopkins, bottom of your screen. Henry is stuffed. Mason Graham, the first-round pick out of Michigan, makes the tackle.
Jason, you made a point in the first half about what you have to do to slow down Derrick Henry, and that's get him before things go early, right? Before he gets...
Third down and 3 for Baltimore. Lamar rolling right. Steps up, and he is sacked by guess who? Number 4 for Myles Garrett.
Give Garrett all the credit in the world, but Devin Bush really made this play work for them. Watch 30 and watch him coming around to force things on Lamar Jackson. And he forced him back to the inside where number 95 was lurking, waiting, and ready.
And here we are in week 11. Stout punting, and it is Larvidan back deep. It bounces at the 17. He fields it on a hop. The rookie up the middle across the 20.
If you're Zach Orr from Baltimore, you might want to attack him very early in this down situation.
Throwing on first down, and he's got a completion immediately to Cedric Tillman.
180. What's that?
Second down and 5, Judkins. And a flag is down as Judkins is stopped close to the line of scrimmage. This came in from behind, and it will be a hold against Cleveland.
Holding. Offense number 55. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
How deep do you want to go with your drop back game trying to push it downfield?
Second down and 15. Sanders over the middle. He's got another completion. That's the first catch today for David Njoku. A gain of 8. It brings up third down.
let's find out what this young quarterback can do as well.
Third down and 8. Pressure coming off the edge. Sanders in trouble, and he is dropped. Ball came out late. It was Kyle Hamilton who has the sack. And the Browns able to maintain possession, but they will punt on fourth down. A loss of 13.
Jason, you made the point about Sanders in the pocket, and really that is his game. Dylan Gabriel is much more of a movement.
First sack of the year for Hamilton. Bojorquez boots it away. It is Wester, the deep man. Watches it bounce and takes a Browns roll to the 33-yard line. Lamar Jackson takes over at the 33-yard line. And he swings one out to Mitchell. Mitchell is pushed out of bounds by Delpit. Here's Henry on second down, and Derrick Henry picks up the first down. Tackled from behind by Schlesinger, but the Ravens are able to move the chains. See Garrett on the sideline right now. Lamar taking a deep shot looking for DeAndre Hopkins, and it's incomplete. There goes Flowers in motion on 2nd and 10. They fake the pass and hand it off to Mitchell, and he takes it into Cleveland territory. Lamar, and he's got a first down. He goes to Mark Andrews, who's tackled at the 40-yard line by Harden, but a gain of 11. Passed him in the first quarter for most receiving yards. Jackson steps up, and he's got an open Henry. Derrick Henry with 8 more yards. Schlesinger makes another tackle. Play clock at 3. Jackson takes the snap. Flag is down. Lamar's got a completion as he locates DeAndre Hopkins, but let's see what the penalty marker is. And it's coming back. It's a hold against Baltimore.
Holding. Offense number 22. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Second down and 13. Jackson to Likely, and Baker and Bush make the tackle, and that'll bring up third down here for the Ravens. Jackson incomplete. Zay Flowers cut in. The pass was behind him, and let's see what John Harbaugh wants to do on fourth down. Play clock expires. And a delay of game against Baltimore.
Delay of game. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
With John Harbaugh, you always got to watch out for a fake. But Stout is punting here, trying to pin the Browns deep. Larvadan fair catch at the 16-yard line. With 5:06 to go in the third quarter. Judkins on first down, he slipped and taken down. Now he's ready for it. We are maniacs about development as Sanders has his pass broken up by Awuzie.
And it's for opportunities like this for Shedeur Sanders, where you got so many reps throughout the course of the season and practice that now you get a chance to go out there and execute.
Third down and 10. Sanders takes a big hit, and he's picked off. Intercepted on the play by Nate Wiggins. Sanders needs some help getting up as Wiggins has his third pick of the year.
The whole time of that series, run on first down, nothing. Incomplete pass, second down. The thought has to go through your head. We know the Browns have said we know we can't live in a drop back situation against the Ravens, and it's your
play action. Lamar's pass batted up in the air, and it is picked off. Intercepted by the Browns. Schlesinger has the INT. Cleveland takes it right back, and that's the second deflected interception thrown by Lamar Jackson today. Back out on the field, Sanders rolling right, throws, almost intercepted again. He threw it right to Kyle Hamilton. You saw Kevin Stefanski arguing something after that last play.
I think what he's arguing is delay of game on Kyle Hamilton. When he dropped it, he punted the ball.
Here's Land Clark.
Delay of game. Defense number 14. 5-yard penalty. It is second down.
Not a lot of sacks on the year, but they have all their guys back now.
Judkins and the Ravens defense selling out for the run. It'll be third down after this.
Keep an eye on these tight ends now. Fannin 44, Njoku 85.
Sanders rolling right. Now coming back the other way, steps up, and he's got the first down. Shedeur Sanders moving the chains for the Browns. The Browns have converted on third down. They had been 0 for 8. Back to Judkins, and Roquan Smith is there to make the tackle. Hall of Fame father Dion to Colorado. Judkins again. That'll bring up third down and long for the Browns.
Jason, I'm sensing it's hard and third and long against this Baltimore defense.
Sanders, pressure's coming, spins away, but can't get away a second time. Shedeur is buried on third down. Keon Martin with the sack, a loss of 14 yards.
I think the challenge for Shedeur Sanders is going to be when you have a play design, a quick out, if it's not there, you're throwing the ball away or you're trying to complete that pass. At this level, the longer you hold on.
Bojorquez punting for the 5th time. Wester, the deep man. Wester, this is returnable from the 25. And Wester is tackled at the 31-yard line. A 51-yard punt with 1:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. Derrick Henry on 1st down. Henry flying through. There goes Henry. Does he have the wheels to get there? Henry tripped up at the 10. Denzel Ward saves a touchdown, but Derrick Henry goes for 59 yards.
Look at the blocking up front for him. And then he's just off to the races. And Denzel Ward, as Andrew described, comes all the way across field to prevent the touchdown. But it does not take long for Henry to get to top speed. Unlike a lot of big backs, it might take 4 or 5 steps, 1 or 2, and he's fully out there.
Now 5 straight games over 70 yards rushing, hunting for more, and he takes a big hit from Isaiah McGuire. Andrews in motion. They give it to Henry, and Henry is caught at the line. Shelby Harris, the 12-year veteran, makes the tackle, and it's 3rd down. Jackson chased out, throws to the end zone. It is nearly intercepted. Ronnie Hickman had that one, but could not hold on. Tyler Loop from 24 yards away. And his kick is good. Now once again, the Ravens not able to punch it in the red zone. They settle for 3. 7:04 mark of the 1st quarter. Short kick. Corley on the return. And Corley is stood up just shy of the 35. We all know that about Bernie Kosar. Little trickery here by the Browns. Isaiah Bond able to turn the corner and runs out of bounds after picking up 8 yards.
The draft was over. He ends up going undrafted. The Browns able to sign him.
2nd down and 2. Judkins picks up the 1st down, and he's got more. Into Baltimore territory. Nate Wiggins makes the play, but a 17-yard gain for the rookie out of Ohio State.
And I think that's what a 1st down pickup does to you, because now it's 2nd and 2. For the defense, you're thinking, all right, is this an opportunity for them to take a shot? No, you hand the ball off to Quinshon Judkins, and he's able to get up the field and have
4 or 5 yards downfield to help Judkins get downfield himself.
Sanders standing in the pocket way too long and throws it away. 2nd down and 10. Judkins trying the right side, and he's grabbed from behind by Kyle Hamilton. And ever since he made the move to play closer to the line of scrimmage, the results have been there.
And it forces Shedeur Sanders to have to figure it out post-snap.
3rd down and 12. Sanders steps up. Nobody there. He'll just run it, and he runs out of bounds. Few yards shy of a 1st down. It's 4th down for Stefanski in Cleveland.
A 3-point lead for Cleveland leads you to punting the ball here, hoping to win field position.
Wester lets it go over his head, and what a play down by the goal line. Holy cow, did they save it? Donovan McMillan was down there, and they're saying it's a touchback. McMillan nearly made an incredible play, but they are saying this one will come out to the 20. Boy, was this close.
Review, the ruling on the field stands. 1st down and touchback.
Andrew, I think that you nailed it.
Charge the timeout. The 1st of the half.
The standard is what was called on the field, and can you clearly overturn it?
Keaton Mitchell, the running back. Play action. Lamar steps up, fires. He's got Zay Flowers. 2nd catch today, and Flowers picks up a 1st down. Ronnie Hickman on the tackle for Cleveland.
That was probably the best throw of the afternoon for Lamar Jackson, because he has struggled some in this game of being able to get completions and get the ball down the field. And this is when he's at his best. Play action, ball over.
Jackson back to the air. In trouble, and Lamar is stopped. They blew it dead. Lamar did not go down. Mike Hall and Cameron Thomas had him wrapped up, and they blew the play dead. And Andrews having a few extra words with Schlesinger.
You guys remember early in the game, we talked about Lamar Jackson didn't practice on Wednesday, sore knee. But early, he climbs out pocket and threatens the line of scrimmage.
Play clock winding down. They just get the snap in time. Mitchell, and he gets to the 35-yard line. Baltimore has only converted 2 of its last 8 third downs. Garrett's coming again. Jackson chased out, throws. He's got Flowers. First down, Zay Flowers. Schlesinger on the tackle, and Jackson was able to escape just in time to pick up 18.
Charles, you said it. Lamar Jackson escaping the pocket, and that's what he had to do there because Myles Garrett was coming off the edge, and right there against zone. What Zay Flowers is able to do, he sees his quarterback coming out, and now he uncovers in the middle.
Here's Henry. Maybe gets a yard on the play. Aiden Huntington was able to sniff that one out for the Cleveland defense. Pressure coming. Jackson able to get it to Mitchell. He's got some daylight. Keaton Mitchell with a first down. First down and 10 for the Ravens. Lamar is 3 for 3 for 50 yards on this drive. They hand it to Flowers. Flowers is able to pick up a handful on the play.
And with all of Baltimore's red zone issues over the last 2 games, you take a shot while you're still outside of the red zone to try and hit the end zone.
Henry is dropped. Schlesinger is everywhere for this Cleveland defense. His 10th tackle.
The one thing we asked Schlesinger, what's it like playing for Jim Schwartz?
Pressure coming. Jackson throwing it deep to the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Tylan Wallace. No flags. Mark Andrews is begging for one, but instead it's 4th down, and out comes Tyler Loop.
And he brought the house at him. He brought everyone. Jim Schwartz.
Here is Loop from 44 yards away to tie the game. Loop's kick is good. And with 4:59 to go on his field goal attempts today.
Andrew, this looks like you from the fairway, taking it to the green, drawing it in from right to left, and dropping it soft for that little 6-footer.
Keep talking, Charles.
For a birdie.
Keep going. I love it.
Look at him. Look at him draw it in there. And you know it's going to hit and check up just right.
I don't know about that. I'd have to see that in person to be able to co-sign that comment right there. But I know Luke can get it done.
He has now made 18 in a row inside of 50 yards as he kicks it off. And it is Corley on the return. Corley with a flag down. He's tackled at the 28. For Jones, number 37. Wow. Dom Jones is also down on the ground for the Browns.
During the return, holding, receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down, Cleveland.
17 snaps today for Sanders as he's looking to go to the air on first down, locates Judkins, who lost a football. Wyatt Teller falls on it, and they're saying it was incomplete. Second down and 10. Sanders fires, incomplete. Looking for Fannin, who was looking for a penalty marker. It was Kyle Hamilton who had the coverage for Baltimore, and now it's 3rd down and long.
Jumbotron as well.
Let's see what the call is on 3rd and long. Do you just want to get out of here, or are you giving them a chance?
Sanders just throws it away, and out comes the flag.
There's no one out there.
It was Trenton Simpson applying the pressure, and this is going to be grounding against Cleveland.
There are 2 fouls by the offense. Holding, offense number 79, that penalty is declined. Intentional grounding, offense number 12. Lost of balance in spot of the foul. 4th down.
Bojorquez. And this one's a short punt, bounces at the 45, and the Ravens will take over with great field position. 4:32 to go. And the Ravens take over at the 44-yard line. Derrick Henry on first down, and he's dragged down by Malik Collins. He was questionable to play with an oblique injury, but a loss of 2 on first down.
Look at the interior. Not quite at worrying about the clock yet. 1 first down we might be.
Jackson threads the needle to DeAndre Hopkins. What a pass by Lamar. Henry lowers his shoulder, and he didn't get there. That is Andrews under center on 4th and 1. Andrews spinning away, and there he goes! Andrews all the way! Touchdown! What a call by the Ravens! Patrick Ricard leading the way for Mark Andrews, his first career rushing touchdown.
He's rolling out to the right. They clear a lane for him. And he does the rest with his legs.
They need a name for that play, as the extra point is good. Maybe the Baltimore breakout.
Without loss of yardage, that made it tougher on the punter.
Caden Davis was back deep. He'll take a knee, and it is a touchback. From the 35-yard line, Sanders on first down. Njoku is wide open. Instead, he goes deep to Fannin. Big play, Shedeur Sanders to Harold Fannin, a gain of 25.
How about that protection that time by the Cleveland Browns offensive line? Because the best, and see if he wants to bring extra people right here, right now.
Sanders throws, low throw, incomplete. Was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and Awuzie had the coverage for Baltimore. 2nd down and 10. Here comes the blitz. Sanders throws, and it's incomplete. It was the rookie Malachi Starks coming untouched, and now it's 3rd down and long.
And now he's coming off your edge here, and now Sanders has to step up, which I think he makes a good throw, getting the ball out to Fannin and giving him an opportunity while having someone in his face. Fannin has to come away with that catch. It's a really good job by Sanders being able to get him. You saw Isaiah Bond. Wide receivers never see the pressure, though.
3rd down and 10. Sanders comes back the other way. Judy's open, and Jeudy breaks his 3 tackles, and he's got the first down. What a play by Jerry Jeudy. Ravens could not get him to the ground, and the Browns pick up the first.
Boy, what an effort there. Breaks through the first tackle by Awuzie. The second.
1st down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Show him blitz.
Drop 2 out.
Sanders steps up. He's going to run. Shedeur to the 25-yard line. Kyle Hamilton had the initial hit and now is slow to get up. Jerome Ford, the running back, at the top of your screen. Sanders, pressure coming, spins away, keeps it alive, throwing to the end zone, and it's incomplete. He had a man down there. Isaiah Bond was in the back of the end zone. 3rd and 5. Pressure's coming. Sanders looking for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Nearly caught by Larvidan.
He's done a good job because we haven't heard his name much. And there's some hand fighting between both of them. But what you love about this play from Awuzie, when it comes to DB play, you always talk about the finish. And look how he rakes that ball out at the last second as he's trying to get his head around, but playing through his hands. Just an excellent finish by Awuzie there.
Pressure's coming. Sanders fires, and it's broken up by Roquan Smith. And this one will come to an end. Little extra talking after this play, and the teams have to be separated close to midfield. You could see once again Baltimore brought pressure, and Shedeur had to force a throw quickly, and Roquan Smith was all over Njoku.
Wyatt Teller was very upset about something. He's an offensive guard for Cleveland.
There he is.
And he is upset, and oftentimes when they're that upset,
Baltimore in victory formation. And they are able to keep pace with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC North. Jackson takes another knee, and that will do it from here in Cleveland. Derrick Henry rushes for 103 yards. And the Ravens win 23-16.